Hey everybody! This is a lot more different than the stuff I usually do, but we're going to be ranking, well, not really ranking, but I'm going to be talking about Spirit Halloween animatronics that I personally like, but a lot of other people hate. First up on the list, we have Two-Faced Teddy. He's made up of like reused parts. You see, he's like this clown with like an orange and black suit. Well, not suit, like costume. And his face, his head is it uses the sculpt that's used for Poor George. And it's almost a static prop. It's the only thing that really makes it, well, not static is the fact that its head twists around. Like, as you can see in this clip here that I'll be showing. A lot of people, like, widely hate it because of it being lazy. But I personally believe that it has a certain charm to it. The next one we have on the list is actually Headcase Harry. Another widely, well, kind of disliked one. But this one has a different reason, actually. Uh, like, it's actually because of poor quality control. A lot of a lot of Headcase Harry animatronics have like very thin latex for the face covering, which is a problem, especially for like the jaw mechanism. Because like it's like always moving like that, and like the thin latex stretching causes like the just to rip. Like, I'll put an image up on screen. Um, I personally love the animatronic. The To me, the only issue it has is the latex. But Headcase Harry is a really good animatronic in my book. He has a awesome design. He's got like these just two heads. I'm pretty sure like in the lore they're like conjoined twins that like got hit by a brick or something. I really like the way he like holds out the candy, and like it's I just overall I love the way Headcase Harry looks. A lot of people dislike him, but I personally love Headcase Harry. Next up on the list we have Bullseye. So a lot of people absolutely despise this animatronic. I see why a lot of people would not like it. It's small. The throwing like dartboard is made of cardboard. Uh, and it's not a lot of people's cup of tea. But I personally love its design. The way his face looks and just the concept overall, just the way Bullseye looks in general, it's very appealing to me. I like Bullseye a lot, even though it seems to be kind of low quality and just an attempted cash grab. It seems, since they didn't put too much effort. I mean, I just really like it, even though it's a lot of people's, well, just a lot of people absolutely despise the thing. Next up on the list, we actually have Crypt Countess, whatever. she's this, large, like 7-foot tall, like, ghostly, pale, ghostly woman that, like, rocks around. I personally love the animation that this animatronic has. A lot of people dislike it because they think it looks weird, especially this, other spirit animatronic YouTuber that I personally love, Spooky Guy 444 or whatever. What was it? 444. But yeah, he personally hates it because of the animation, but I personally adore it. I have never owned a spirit animatronic because of the insane price, but I do love this. Honestly, I adore this animatronic, and its backstory too is honestly just interesting to me. She was just some 7-foot tall, like, ordinary woman, and she was ridiculed and literally, well, killed because she was 7 feet tall. But even though she seems a bit silly with her bulging eyes and her animation, I personally love the animatronic a lot. Alright, next up on the list we have the Fire Demon. So this actually reuses a mold from another animatronic that I can't name off the top of my head. Well, not just the mold, it actually it's all built off of one animatronic. But they changed it enough to be, well, distinct, kind of distinct, but, and just make it its own animatronic. I've heard that, like, some people don't really like it because of how it's just basically reused. I personally love it because of it being, well, just like the way it looks. And I personally like it when a spirit, like, recycles, like, reuses parts from other animatronics, because I personally believe it gives them, like, a certain charm. It, like, makes them more unique because they're using something that's original and, like, building off of it and making it into something, like, new. Making it something, like, just building it into something new is why I find it to be unique. Even though it's using something pre-made, which makes it, well, which usually means it would not be unique, but the way they do it usually makes them, well, how many times am I going to say unique? It makes it unique because they take something old and make it new, basically. I personally love it. Fire Demon, it's a really good one. I love it a lot. Next up, this is actually a static prop, Trick or Treat Pete. He has, like, little mechanisms in his top hat that, like, spins around to dispense candies. Like, in the videos, it shows, like, it shows him, like, vomiting out the, little tiny, Butterfingers into the bowl, because, in like I just said, in the hat, like, you can open it, I believe, and, like, just put in candies, and it has this, like, so it has, like, chambers in there, and it, like, has a motor that spins it around, and it eventually drops them into a hole, which will slide them through his mouth and into the bowl, which I think is actually really unique. The only problem is the price, which I believe is why it's not liked by many. But Trick or Treat Pete is honestly pretty friggin' unique. It even has, Bluetooth compatibility, so you can play your own noises for Trick or Treat Pete. which is honestly really unique because, well, being able to play your own sounds on something like you can make it do whatever you want. You can be your own voice you can be a voice actor basically, or you could just play friggin' you can just friggin' rickroll people. You could say horrendous things on it, stuff that I will not say because I enjoy being a YouTuber and I'd like to keep that career of mine. Um, but it's honestly just a really good animatronic in my books. And finally, on this list, we have Monkey Business, which has so much potential to be like something that wouldn't fall under the like clown apocalypse territory because Spirit Halloween releases many clown animatronics. For example, I'm pretty sure his name was Cotton Candy Dan. Originally, it was going to be a janitor pulling a head out of a bucket of like blood. It's like attached to his bloody mop, which is actually like really unique compared to like lots of other animatronics because I don't think there's been a like correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. I don't think there's been a singular like animatronic that's a janitor that's all like fucked up and stuff. Uh, but Monkey Business was originally going to be like some like cremator. He was like this guy holding like a box of like cremated remains and like this just a head would pop out instead of like this some fucked up looking monkey. There was also a rendition where it would be a pizza delivery guy and like this cheesy monstrosity would pop out of the pizza box, which were all some very unique uh concepts, which I wish did get used instead of what we got. But for what we did get, it's still pretty good. It's just the only thing that like weighs it down and like makes it not as good and like makes it not be at its full potential is just the fact that it wasn't made in a good time and it just falls under the clown apocalypse uh like criteria. Yeah, that's honestly it. I just felt like talking about some Spirit Halloween animatronics that I personally like because I have been obsessed with animatronics, especially Spirit Halloween animatronics, ever since. Fuck, I think like since I was like 5. I think like the first animatronic I ever saw was like I think it was Gordo. Yeah, I really like Gordo too. That's something I would absolutely adore to just have in my room. Like eventually like over there all that stuff's gonna get cleared out and if I were to get an animatronic I would put it there. Uh I would absolutely adore to just have Gordo watching over me and just jump scaring me sometimes. But yeah. Anyways, that's really it. If you want to see me talking about more Spirit Halloween animatronics, please do tell me in the comments because this is something like new to this channel. Like I'm trying to like expand my options, not just stick to one thing. Like this is a gaming channel, but I like to like spice things up, like with K-Burn Dash and my other like animations. So like talking about things I'm passionate about is something I enjoy. So seeing other people enjoy it would really mean a lot to me. So if you want to see me talk about more Spirit Halloween animatronics, leave a like and tell me down below. And on that note, I'll see you on the next one. See ya.